And to be fair, I don't know probably who 80% of these people are. I feel if you ever want to feel disconnected from YouTube, just check who's going to VidCon, and you can just be like, what? These are the featured creators? What? I don't know who they are. I mean, obviously some I know. It feels like the YouTube Rewind videos. It's not what YouTube is, it's what they want it to be. And VidCon is very, they pick who they want to have as a featured creator because they don't want probably more controversial creators like Tanacon to attend their event. Which leads to her coming to the event and then fans swarming around her, which leads to safety issues and she gets kicked out. And apparently this happened year after year. She got fed up. Why can't I just get a featured creator pass because I want to meet my fans? So eventually she just got fed up and she said, okay, I'm going to make my own Tanacon. So the whole idea behind it, I'm totally all behind. I don't like VidCon. I think it's nightmare. I think it's literally hell on earth and I wouldn't want to go there. And especially the fact that they don't pay anyone to go there. The whole premise of VidCon is that you get to meet YouTubers. That's why people are paying $200 for tickets, and none of that goes to the actual thing that drives for the sales of the tickets. And it's kind of like, it's this weird guilt thing where, oh, you're not going to VidCon, well then you don't care about meeting your fans, when clearly YouTubers are just being used by these companies. But then again, VidCon does offer a venue for you to meet your fans in a safe environment, or at least that's how they say it is.
But there's yet to be an influencer really doing like a big American, like in California, like convention with
why not?
all these big YouTubers.
How come no one's done it?
I don't know, and I don't know why it's...
Let me explain why, because it's really hard to pull up a convention. I think every single convention, their first one, has been a disaster because you need that experience. You need to build it successively. Is that what it's called?
Successively.
Every single year and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. You can't just immediately jump to 15,000 people. You gotta start very, very, very small. And if you sell tickets on the premise that it's gonna be free, obviously if people didn't even get the tickets, they're gonna show up anyway. Which is what happened, and it got out of control. So I hope she takes whatever she learned.
Like you have to have it with you, and then they will let you in the door.
She does it next year, and maybe
like when you go to a wedding, you have to have an invitation.
So long, VidCon, it's been real.
You go to a private wedding, you need an invitation.
This is the reason
even though
why
you're not paying
I
for
don't
it.
want to go to VidCon. People screaming at you, it's just obnoxious.
Yeah.
There's no reason why anyone should treat me more than anyone else.
Right,
I don't want it. I find it annoying. If I can talk to another person without them getting past the barrier that somehow I'm a big YouTuber, then I don't want to talk to that person. It's just a waste of time. I hate promoting this whole idea that you have to act all... Because this is taught behavior. This is not in our DNA that we should somehow react this way for people that we think is celebrities.
Right.
It's just so idiotic.
I
hate this whole concept of fame and worship. Why?
Exactly.
Why is that a thing? Same reason I don't like getting recognized a lot of times anymore, because people just start screaming and they make a big scene. And I'm just there, like, why are you yelling? Just stop. Now I don't want to be here. If people meet up and just talk like a normal person, it's so much more pleasant, and it's just fun, and it's just cool. And I hate how this whole idea of worship is being promoted through these VidCon events where people just run around like fucking Neanderthals and yelling, ah, because they saw someone famous and they hope to see someone famous on YouTube. This is so stupid. I hate it. Fuck all your conventions. That was a lot of time on one topic, Felix. Poppy. Yes, it was. Moving on, however, to the next story. The World Health Organization included gaming disorder as the latest version in its disease classification manual. We talked about this before, but now it's finally been made official. World Health Organization, WHO, has announced gaming disorder is a thing. It's a real thing. Now, I'm kind of on the fence on this. I don't really know where I stand, to be honest. I really do see both sides. A lot of people are questioning this move. Scientists specifically saying there was lack of good quality scientific evidence about how to properly diagnose video game addiction.
Okay, it's an addiction, but why does it have to be called a disorder? What's the definition of a disorder as opposed to an addiction? Like alcoholism is not considered a disorder, is it? Or gambling addiction. Is that a mental disorder? Does it change your brain, what do you call it? You know, anything in your brain.
Also arguing the point that we're
Chemicals,
essentially
you know.
pathologizing a hobby. What's next? Tanning addiction, dance addiction, exercise
Wasn't there
addiction.
that woman
But
that
no one
was
is
like
having a
addicted to tanning? Remember? She's all brown and everything. Yeah, but I mean, is that considered a disorder? You have to know what a mental disorder is, as opposed to just, I don't know, an addiction. I think many disorders, you're born with a disorder, but addiction is something you could develop, right?
Conversation about that. And I really do understand this
That's
point.
my opinion.
Why is gaming specifically being targeted here? It seems like it's just a very
'Cause it's
popular
bad, maybe?
topic right now.
So
But
much
why
games are
is
bad for you.
gaming
They're bad.
taking the whole beat,
I don't know.
essentially?
Anyway,
It's
they
an
have to
addiction,
focus
yeah,
on something
but why
too.
is gaming disorder a thing?
Yeah.
I was heavily addicted, I've no doubt.
Snooker. You could be addicted to snooker. You could be addicted to anything. You know, you do too much. That's all it is. I don't think that's a disorder.
About that, I denied it for many, many years.
It's not like
saying
OCD
that,
where
oh, yeah, I
you
really
find,
need it when I'm
you know,
out on the
that
waves,
you're
so
developing it
important,
as you're a child,
whereas
and
I wasn't sort of really
and
confronting the real
you
issue itself.
you have that problem
So,
like most of your life.
What? The world champion winner of snooker says he was addicted. That's how he got world champion. You could say that anyone that tries to get an Olympic medal, or you're just addicted
No,
to training. You're training it.
Well, that's the thing. How much is too much, right? You draw a line between what's normal, 16 hours practice a day compared to, say, you're not eating or sleeping, and you're just thinking about training all the time. Like, remember, what was that woman's name, that actress, Jane Fonda? She used to exercise all the time, 12 hours a day, at least, something like that. And she was anorexic, I think, and I don't know, she didn't seem healthy. It was an addiction for her. But did she have some kind of mental problems as well? Like she had anorexia, I think. Anyway, maybe she didn't have anorexia for that.
Every single day.
You don't even let them have games at all.
I have so far managed to resist.
How old are they?
They are 6 and 8.
Yeah.
What a boring life, though, not having
really
any
do
games.
question how sensible it is to invite something that we know is very addictive. Computer games are very addictive.
So with Fortnite getting so popular,
But
especially
your
with young
kids can
a
totally
lot
get
of
over them, just like they got addicted to it. I mean, if they're not actually addicted. You have games that they love to play or cartoons that they watch over and over again. And when you just take them away from them, if you just remove that thing for a little while, they forget about it. They just move on to another thing that they like. It could be playing in their room with dolls,
parents are discussing this right now
or
as
doing
well.
art
It's
or
obviously
something,
a very
artwork.
popular topic. This woman saying that she doesn't even let her kids play video games at all. And
I think it's okay if you don't let them play at all. It's kind of hard to take TV away from kids or internet completely. I think expressing themselves is more important than entertaining them, being entertained. So expressing themselves in art, playing with toys, doing plays in front of the family or something, stuff like that we used to do when we were kids. And it's much more maybe educational somehow. We learn to communicate and think up games or plays and stuff.
she sort of says it proudly as well. And I'm not a parent. I don't know what it's like to raise kids and make them
hard.
follow your lead. But I think disallowing kids from doing something that probably everyone in their school is doing is a terrible idea. And I guarantee you,
No,
these
I don't
kids are
think so.
sneaking out to just play with friends.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay, say they sneak out once in a while. It's okay. That's part of growing up, right? That's not a problem. Parents know that the kids will do stuff sometimes that they're not supposed to. But the problem is, see, that's different from That's part of growing up. That's normal thing. But sitting in front of a computer screen for hours is not normal, and it's not going to be healthy. I think kids will have all kinds of problems, including physical problems, you know, and they don't eat. They could have nutritional problems. There are so many negative things you can associate with gaming, not to mention the psychological aspects, you know.
And such instead. And I
Personality.
think
Maybe
from
you have a
personal
personality
experience that if you're
disorder.
not allowed to play
Maybe
video
that's what it
games,
is.
you're going to overcompensate that at a certain point. Hello, everybody. PewDiePie here. I
It was a
personally
good video.
wasn't allowed to
Not
play
bad.
video games as much as I
So that's not a bad video. I like that a lot.